This is 4.3, dividing polynomials. This will be video number 1. We're going to start by dividing using long division. So, long division is just a method to divide polynomials. It is essentially the same as long division for numbers. It's been a long time probably since you've done long division, but maybe it will be like riding a bike. We'll see. All right, so we're going to start off by dividing x squared plus 5x plus 12 divided by x minus 3. So x minus 3 goes on the outside, and x squared plus 5x plus 12 goes underneath. Now when you're writing the term inside or underneath, you need to make sure it has every term. So if I look at my highest degree is x squared, then I need to have an x and a constant. You have to make sure every power is there. It counts down. So you might have a zero power, or not zero power, but a zero coefficient if a power is not included. But I need to find my first term on the top. So I'm going to take x squared and divide it by x. And I get x. So I'm going to put that over where I have x underneath, which is that 5x. So I'm going to put it right above 5x. Then I take that x and I multiply it times my x minus 3. And I write that underneath. So I have x squared minus 3x. We always line up the same powers, okay? Now I need to subtract that from the x squared plus 5x. That's above it. So my x squareds cancel out to 0. That was the goal. Then I have 5x minus a negative 3 makes 8x. I need to bring down the next term. So I have a plus 12. And I need to find the next term that goes on top there. So I'm going to take 8x and I'm going to divide it by x. And I get 8. So that's the next term along the top. So it will be x plus 8. Now I take that 8 and I multiply it by x minus 3. And I get 8x minus 24. I need to subtract all of that from the 8x plus 12. So the 8x minus 8x is 0. That's the goal, is always to get that first term to cancel. And then I have 12 minus a negative 24 makes a 36. Now this is my remainder. I don't have another term to bring down, so this is what's left over. And to write a remainder, it's plus 36, but it is still being divided by x minus 3. So I have to put the remainder as the number over what I'm dividing by. Okay, let's try it for number 2. Outside, I'm going to have my x plus 2. Underneath, I'm going to have x cubed plus 4x squared plus 6x plus 4. Okay, let's figure out our first term by taking x cubed and dividing it by x. And I get x squared. So I'm going to put that above the 4x squared so I can line up my x squareds. All right, x squared times x plus, the whole thing, not just x plus 2. And I get x cubed plus 2x squared. I'm going to subtract that from the x cubed plus 4x squared. So x cubed minus x cubed is 0. 4x squared minus 2x squared is 2x squared. Bring down the next term. So I have 2x squared plus 6x. We need to find our second term of our answer. So I'm going to take 2x squared and divide it by x. And I get 2x. So that's going to go across the top. So I have plus 2x. Then I take 2x and I multiply it by x plus 2. So I get 2x squared plus 4x. Subtract that. So I have 2x squared minus 2x squared. Then I have 6x minus 4x is 2x. Bring down the next term. So I bring down a plus 4. Then I have to take 2x and divide it by x. And I get 2. So that's my next term of my answer. Plus 2. Then I have to take that 2 times the x plus 2, and I get 2x plus 4. Now when I subtract that, I end up getting 2x minus 2x, which is 0, and 4 minus 4 is 0. So I have no remainder on this. So my answer is x squared plus 2x plus 2. All right, number 3. All right, now when I look at what I'm dividing by, I'm going to divide by x plus 3, so it goes on the outside, and underneath, I can't just write 2x cubed minus 54. I'm missing some terms. I have x cubed, but I don't have an x squared. So that's the same thing as saying 2x cubed plus 0x squared plus 0x minus 54. I was missing 2 terms. You have to count down and have every degree there. So I'm going to write that all underneath. All right, figure out my first term by taking 2x cubed and dividing it by x. And I get 2x squared. So that's my first term. I'm going to put it above the x squareds. Now I take 2x squared times x plus 3, and I get 2x cubed plus 6x squared. Subtract that. So I get 2x cubed minus 2x cubed goes away, and I have 0x squared plus, or minus 6x squared is negative 6x squared. Bring down that 0x. Find our next term by taking negative 6x squared, dividing it by x, and I get negative 6x. So I put that on top, and I take that number times x plus 3. So negative 6x times x is negative 6x squared. Negative 6x times 3 is negative 18x. Subtract that. The x squareds add up to 0, and then I have a positive 18x. Bring down 50 or minus 54. Find our next term by taking 18x and dividing it by x, and I get 18. That's our next term in our solution. Multiply that times x plus 3, and I get 18x plus 54. Now when I subtract this, 18x minus 18x is 0. 54 minus 54 is 108. So my remainder is 108. So that's minus 108 over x plus 3. So don't forget that remainder. We always write what it's being divided by. Also, to find each of the next terms, if you notice, we take that 2x cubed. If I just take away one of the x's, I got the 2x squared. That's what we were doing each time in red over there. So you don't really have to show that step if you can see that you just need to take away an x. Now, I only want you to do one problem in your practice with using this method. So I want you to do number 11, even though it says to do it by synthetic division. Try it with long division.